prior to getting into business, had you any preconceived notions of the adult entertainment industry?
I guess yes and no. So first of all, I didn't really know what to think of porn. Like personally, in my life, I like watching hentai, which is like cartoon porn. I like reading erotica. I think that's actually very common for women. But with porn itself, I guess I just thought it would be all nymphomaniacs or like, you know, really like orgies every night type people. I don't know. Like, what you have to admit, you have to remember, I didn't have that many friends, so everything I knew about other people and these sort of things were from movies, you know, like frat parties, and that's what I thought it would be like. And entering it, it really isn't like that at all. The porn industry has some of the nicest, most open and honest people I've ever met. And I think part of that is because, you know, so sex is a really huge stigma in society, and people have a hard time talking about it. People get very awkward with these questions, and if you work in porn, well, you've already shared yourself to everyone, so you can ask people anything. You can just be super open about things. You can ask them like, oh, you know, what was your first scene like? And they're not going to be offended by that. And because everyone's so open, you get that level of honesty that just comes so naturally to people in the industry that isn't as easy to get to, you know, with people outside of the industry.
After webcamming, what is the next step for you? Is it creating the character, the harriet sugarcookie?
No, so I mean, the name for Harriet Sugarcookie was just because I like eating food, and I was just like trying to find things that matched my name, Harriet. You know, I was like Harriet custard tart, Harriet jammy dodger. I was literally just going through food. And, you know, I was really into the Harriet cheesy Doritos thing, but apparently there's like a legal issue with naming yourself after an established brand, so didn't get that one. But I don't know, the character isn't really a character so much as it's just the me I want it to be. You know, it's the me that is open with people, it's the me that could share myself, it's the me that, you know, was confident with her looks. And it's everything that I wanted to be when I was introverted. It was everything I wanted to be when I always wanted to be that person that could just make friends so easily. And camming gave me that avenue. And so I guess after camming, it was a really natural progression into making videos, because as a lot of cam girls make videos that they sell to their cam guys. But I wanted to do more than that. I was just like, well, you know, if I'm going to make videos, rather than sell them individually, I'll just host them on my own website, right? Like, that makes sense. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to make a website, I might as well make it a legit thing. I'll make it, you know, professional. And one of the aspects of camming that is so popular and makes it for me is that personal connection. The fact that you're talking to people one-on-one and you can really find out about the girl, and I wanted to keep that. So the website that I made where I put my videos, I wanted to keep that personal connection. So I started writing articles. You know, I wrote about my life, I wrote about the way I felt about things. My website has dating advice, relationship advice, it's got travel, food, video games, movie reviews, everything that makes me a person, everything that I'm interested in. I just wanted to have that, you know, that full cover, so that people going to it wouldn't just be like, this is a porn site and you can videos of this girl. It's, this is a porn site, but you can learn so much about every single person. You can keep up to date with the news on this site. You can just, you know, I wanted to give that full experience, because at the end of the day, I've moved away from webcamming and now I run the website, you know, full time, but I never wanted to lose that connection and that love that got me into the industry. It's a core value of the company.
When you decided to start creating videos, was it stuff you wanted to see, your own fantasies, or stuff you think would sell?
So for me, the best videos are the videos that are the most real. So the way I do the videos is very different from other porn companies, in the sense that I don't have a studio, I don't have like lots of lighting and a camera crew and a director, and you know, I don't have any of that. When I film, it's just me, my partner, and a camera. And we use natural daylight, and we don't go, let's do this position, let's do that position. It's just, let's have sex and let's enjoy it. Because I think if the performers are enjoying it, it's going to look good. And if it looks good, then it will sell. And that's all I've ever thought. And comfort and enjoyment is the number one thing. So when I have girls booked in, or or exclusive girls that have never done porn before, the way I do it is I invite them over for like a weekend. You know, they'll come to my house, we'll go have dinner, we'll go sightseeing, we'll just do something as if I was just inviting a very close friend. And the sex comes naturally, because when you're having fun and when you're, you know, in that mood, you know, you're going to sleep with people you're attracted to. And it's true, I'm always attracted to the people that are on my site. I would never, you know, want to do it with someone in my personal life that I wasn't attracted to. So I thought, well, why would I do that on camera? Why would I change my values and that for video when it's my website? That's the great thing about owning your own company, is that you can choose what you do, and I choose to do only what I enjoy and what I'm comfortable with. It's one of the reasons why I now only do girl videos. At some point I decided, you know what, I don't want to sleep with guys on camera anymore. It's not my thing. I'm not enjoying it. Or, you know, maybe in the future I'll like it again, but right now it's not for me. So I could choose. I'm not going to do that. And I still have boy-girl content, of course, because the girls I shoot with, they love it. So yeah.
As a producer, do you feel it's more important or a better selling point to focus more on personality than it is just raunch when it comes to shooting sex scenes?
Yes, 100%. I think people overestimate sex in a way. You know, there's so many ways you can see that people are looking for a lot more than sex. You know, when I've talked to escorts, and they say that, you know, 80% of the time the guys don't book them for the sex, they book them for the companionship, and they want them for that, you know, just that feeling of comfort. People want relationships and they want connections with other people. Of course, you have those, you know, animal desires of wanting release as well, and that's fine. But I think to have a better experience, you need something that is closer and more personal, and that's exactly what I offer. So I, like in my videos for the previews, you know, no videos ever lead straight into sex, and some of them have comedies, I think it's called, where it's like the pizza guy comes along and stuff. And I'm just like, well, why would I want to see that? You know, when I order a pizza, that doesn't turn me on. You know, I've never had a pizza man come over and be like, you know what, I really want to have sex with him. That just doesn't happen in real life. So I thought for the introductions to my videos, I just wanted things that happen in real life. So, you know, before, when I said the girls come over and we go sightseeing, I'll record the sightseeing, I'll record us playing video games, I'll record us just having a chat about things. You know, in one of my videos, there's just a couple of good minutes where I'm talking with one of the girls, Layla, and we're just talking about Tinder and, you know, oh, what pictures make us like a guy, and what do we find attractive? And that's the sort of conversations I think people would really like watching. Like, don't you want to know what two girls say privately about these things that affect you? You know, if you listen to this video, you might find some really good clues on how to get a match.
Your website, harrietsugarcookie.com, is huge and it's blown up really fast.
Thanks.
Do you attribute that to any one thing specifically?
A lot of hard work, a lot of hard work. And also because I really focus on being able to market myself mainstream as well as within the industry. It is now officially the world's first safe for work porn site, in the sense that all the sex and the nipples and everything like that is behind the membership wall. And in front of that, like, is 80% of my content, which is completely free to view. You know, I do write articles on movies, on video games, I write current topics in the news, I write dating advice. People email me asking for this advice, and I write about them. Everything from my wife and I haven't slept together in years to what presents to buy her for Christmas that she'll actually like. And I thought, this is all the stuff that guys would like to read, but maybe don't want to seem like they're going on an offend. You know, they don't want to be typing like, oh, how do I get my wife to love me again? You know, it's very, there's this sense that you have to be manly and you can't just be open about wanting to read these things. And there was a time when I did this huge campaign on prostate cancer, you know, awareness, you know, these symptoms. And after I wrote that, I got these emails in from people saying, oh, I saw your article as I was browsing the porn, I saw it, and I did notice these symptoms, and it made me go to the doctors, and I don't have prostate cancer, but we did find something else that was a medical issue. And I was just thinking, this information, the stuff that I'm writing, can really help a lot of people, and I don't want to restrict that simply to people who are within the industry. I want that information the safe for work information, which is so valuable, to be available to everyone. So yes, you can log on to my website at work, you can log on to it, on your commute home from your phone, and you won't have to worry about offending anyone behind you because the porn isn't there, the porn is behind the membership thing. And, you get home, you log on, and there's still all the good naughty stuff available.
Your inspiration for writing articles, is it personal experiences, is it discussions with friends, is it...
So it comes from a lot of different avenues. The geeky side of things, the movie reviews, the video game reviews, that comes from a personal passion. I'm a geek. It's not like I go, oh, this film's coming out, I should write about it. It's, this film's coming out, I can't wait to watch it. And then after I've watched it, yeah, let's write about it. Okay, so that's one thing. I love food, and I've been on a constant battle to lose weight. I'm doing okay. I'm not the skinniest, but I'm doing okay. And I just thought, finding recipes that are delicious, but also good for people that are trying to lose weight or watching their carb intake, that's hard. So maybe people on my website would like to do that. So I film myself, making the food, and I write up these recipes just because they're things that I'm already doing. It's not like I'm going out of my way to make this stuff. It's just that since I'm doing it, maybe other people would like it, so I put it up. The emails, the relationship advice, the dating advice, that actually comes from fans emailing in, asking me for advice, and I do so much research before I answer. I try, I see it on all the different ways, and I really weigh the pros and cons, and I respond in the way that I think will help best. I have a lot of empathy, and I really try to make sure that it's in a kind and caring way. And there's no judgment from me, in the sense that if you have a problem, you want to write me in, there will be no judgment. If you're just like, oh, I think I might cheat on my girlfriend, I'm not going to go, oh, you dirty cheater, you shouldn't do that. I'm going to go, okay, well, if that's the situation, then these are the options. And I feel like there should be more open spaces where people can just be, okay, and feel safe to ask sensitive topics, knowing that the other person is going to give you the best advice they can without judgment. And as for the news stuff, well, everyone likes keeping up to date with the news, don't they?